Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Infinite Rogan Experience. I'm your host, Joe Rogan. Today I want to share a wild story from my past that involves a crazy LSD trip. Now, I've had some interesting experiences with psychedelics, but this one is definitely up there. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. Alright, so this whole thing started when I was hanging out with a few buddies of mine. We were in our early 20s, and we were all about exploring our minds and expanding our consciousness. We'd heard about this powerful substance called LSD, and we were curious to try it. So one night we decide to take the plunge, and each of us takes a tab. We're chilling in my buddy's apartment, waiting for it to kick in. After about 45 minutes, we start to feel the effects. Colors are getting more vivid. We're giggling at the smallest things, and our minds are starting to race. At this point, we decide to throw on some music, and I remember the song that was playing was A Day in the Life by the Beatles. As the music washed over me, I felt a connection to the universe and everything in it. It was a beautiful and profound experience. As the trip intensified, I started to feel this overwhelming sensation that I needed to be free from the constraints of clothing, society, and the physical world. So without even thinking, I stripped down to my birthday suit right there in the living room. My friends were cracking up, but I didn't care. I felt liberated and more in tune with my true self than ever before. I needed to share this newfound freedom with the world, so I decided to take it to the streets, completely naked. As I stumbled out of the apartment and into the cool night air, I felt like I was embarking on a spiritual journey. I was this wild, free spirit, and I wanted to show the world that we don't need to be confined by societal norms. As I paraded down the street, the city lights seemed to dance around me. I felt connected to the energy of the universe and was completely unashamed of my nakedness. I remember waving to passing cars, shouting, "I'm free, I'm alive." Now you might think this is where the story takes a turn for the worse, but surprisingly, it didn't. My friends, who were also tripping, managed to catch up with me, and they were able to convince me to come back inside, with the promise of more mind-blowing music and some much-needed snacks. The rest of the night we stayed in the apartment, laughing, talking, and exploring the depths of our minds. It was an incredible experience and one that taught me a lot about myself and the world around me.